Et voilà, c'est parti. C'est parti.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Coucou Ishi. Alors, ok, là il y a les choix.
Ah oui, par contre, je te conseille de mettre ta caméra ailleurs.
Oui, c'est ce que je viens de me rendre compte. Je vais la mettre de l'autre côté. Hop, voilà. Alors, donc du coup, explorer la fin du monde. Ici. Ça c'est un peu immoral, vous ne trouvez pas, personne d'autre. Laisse tomber, je refuse ça. Vous ne vous êtes pas dit que je n'étais pas contre la fin du monde? J'aime bien. Vive la révolution. C'est un truc pour Zillow, ça. Ça m'intéresserait de savoir justement s'il peut être plus précis.
No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Ok.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done.
Ah, j'avoue qu'on te demande de la tuer, mais t'en sais pas plus, quoi. Enfin.
En même temps, il vient de commencer il y a 30 secondes.
Oui.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Oui,
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Il est déjà agacé. J'ai déjà réussi à agacer le narrateur en 2 minutes de jeu.
Short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
C'est tout
Ignore
l'intérêt du
him.
jeu.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
C'est plus compliqué avec tes ongles.
Avec les ongles.
Avec tes ongles.
Revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Ah oui.
It's almost as if she's the one in
Juste en
charge
disant
down here.
qui est là.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
C'est quoi ça? Ah, c'est l'historique. Ah?
She's so coldly beautiful.
Automatique.
Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Elle a l'air trop sûre d'elle, je la sens pas.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tight.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have,
Ouais.
so you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Elle me menace en plus. Hein.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Si elle ne plaisantait pas et si elle nous
You go into
tue.
this expecting to die.
D'accord.
You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other? Then I'm not talking to you.
Eh ben, si tu veux pas me parler...
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before
Ah ouais,
knocking you to the
d'accord.
ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Ouais, je suis vraiment nul.
We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the point
Coucou, Rosa.
her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure as you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do?
Ah putain,
Look at you.
5 minutes de jeu, je suis déjà mort.
Broken.
Bah, ou
She
presque.
applies more pressure,
Mm.
slowly squeezing what's left of your
Sifu,
lungs
j'étais plus simple.
of your lungs.
T'as pas encore slice the princess, c'est déjà pas mal.
Oui.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ok. Ah oui, et ça enchaîne, tu peux pas recommencer, Ok.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ah si,
and
c'est la
you're
même.
here to slay her.
Ok. C'est une horrible impression de déjà vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you
Là,
unless you
j'étais
let
passé
her.
de héros à
Saving
résigné.
the princess and saving the world is going to
Ah, il y a
be
le héros
much
aussi
more
qui t'a parlé,
difficult than it
Ah.
has to be
Les
if
deux.
you spend the whole time second guessing yourself.
Ok. Allez, on y va. On va pas hésiter.
Oh, warn it. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Ah, t'es un peu
You're
pessimiste
being
quand même, quoi.
annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone. Yourself, I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just rescue her. Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference, so please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on safety. If
Okay.
that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Avec le petit doigt crochu.
The interior of the
Ah,
cabin
ça a
is
changé.
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive
C'est classe,
the
hein.
blade is your implement.
C'est comme le Tardis.
You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are.
Vous n'avez pas mentionné le miroir accroché au mur. Ah.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Bah, il a disparu.
Count ourselves lucky. Some things are better
La main qu'on a est bizarre quand même.
You take the blade from
Pas
the
une main de
altar.
héros, c'est une main de
It would
monstre.
be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Ah non,
Is that
si.
a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Ouais. Allons la voir.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Allez, on continue à descendre.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before the princess
Oula.
towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her.
C'est la même que la
chain
première ou
binds
c'est une
her
autre?
wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Drop it.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It
En fait,
clatters
j'ai
uselessly to the
pas
floor.
cliqué sur raffermir mon emprise.
But we didn't drop it. We decided
Ah oui,
to
c'est
grip
ça,
it
voilà.
tighter, remember? Are you really just gonna let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Non?
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your
putain.
knees hit the floor.
On est peu de
That's
choses.
a good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you
En fait, à gauche, ça va
again,
pas non plus. Il faut que je trouve un
trying
autre
to
endroit pour mettre la
succeed
caméra, mais je
where
vois pas où.
you've already
Ah,
catastrophically
peut-être.
failed.
Ça devrait être bon, je pense.
Là, et comme ça, en bas à droite, voilà. Comme ça, on voit tout. Voilà.
What draws
Okay.
you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever
Putain,
you
mais
do,
ça va.
don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Ah, sinon, faut que je le mette entre les deux. Eh.
Après, sinon à gauche, il me semble qu'il n'y a pas tant de boîtes de dialogue de la
Comme ça?
qui sont très très longues.
Il y a juste quand elle parle et qu'elle dit beaucoup de choses. Bah, ça marche pas parce que dans tous les... Ou alors si c'est là-haut. Ah non, parce que là-haut, quand elle parle, on le verra pas. Alors, une fois que nous sommes croisés... Toutefois, vous ne devez en aucun cas lui révéler la raison de notre présence. Donc, doit garder le silence. Oui, voilà.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Ah, je l'espère un petit peu quand même.
You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
Putain, le résigné, il est relou déjà.
No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade,
Moi,
you
tout le monde est
feel
d'accord.
a weight. Some divine
Pour une
hand
fois.
that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you.
Ah.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that.
De
We will
toute
probably
façon,
understand
hein.
anyway.
Ah, on peut pas choisir les autres trucs, quoi.
You can feel a creaking
C'est lié, je pense, au choix qu'on a fait avant.
as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of...
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You
Elle est vraiment flippante, cette princesse. J'ai vraiment envie de la tuer maintenant.
Knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Non?
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end. Oh, we'll end this all right.
Putain. Je vais me trancher la gorge tout seul, je le sens bien.
Your hand lifts
Voilà.
the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her. Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Bah, sa main au mec est quand même bien arrangée, quoi.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely... Then it
Putain, c'est le résigné qui a pris le pouvoir.
Burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants. You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it.
Ok.
Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to...
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of...
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air. This would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this... You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt
Elle nous veut aucun mal, elle nous veut aucun mal.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiance, perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept.
Well, that's the
Okay.
man, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating
fois deux.
now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment. No. Yes, Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally the wind of
Ah,
your
je vais
freedom
trancher le
rushes
pied,
through,
super.
and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyield. She falls to
Oh
the
putain,
floor,
oui, j'ai bien coupé la
crashing
cheville quoi.
unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
Elle est vraiment immense en fait comparée à la taille de mon bras.
As you find your target again and again, she laughs. Crude
T'as vu le nom
emotion
du
breaking
chapitre?
through her once stony
La tour.
as your blade cuts her flesh.
Oui.
We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. It's not too late to pick up the pieces.
Faut encore recoller les morceaux.
That blade aside and shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defile her! You don't know the consequences of it!
Before you
Oula.
can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
Elle est balèze, elle fait du karaté et tout ça. Hein.
As your spine breaks,
Elle a fini Shifu à 20 ans.
through your body.
C'est ça, je pense.
As you rebound towards the ceiling, your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you.
Ah, elle meurt
You
aussi.
made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this. The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall. But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Mis à part la douleur, je me sens bien. Le mec a été tué plein de fois et voilà
She
quoi.
collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you.
Ah. Chapitre 3. C'est marrant comment ça s'enchaîne. Oula.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset
Ah,
about?
à
We
nouveau.
just killed a god. Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever... Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
Alors c'est... Je fais une pause de secondes là. C'est... toi qui l'as fait, c'est fait aussi ce jeu. C'est vraiment tes choix qui déclenchent les voix derrière ou c'est scripté? Parce
J'ai
que-
jamais eu cette princesse-là.
D'accord, parce que du coup, c'est le côté où vraiment là, j'avais hésité sur le premier fait que je le repenti, enfin le machin, et là comme j'étais vraiment obstiné pour la buter, j'ai la voix de l'obstination, donc ça me surprend en vrai.
All right,
Okay.
enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and if your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs.
Ok.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten saying things. What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly. It didn't even work. It doesn't count. We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened. It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge. Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Ok.
Good. We're all on. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find that's it. No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grog...
Oh,
Non.
cut it out, will you? We need to be tougher.
Allez, on y va. On est là pour une mission et on va accomplir la mission. Voilà, c'est bien empire ici.
Long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high up, but that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous... That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating ped. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this.
Ok.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to... Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. There is no mirror. There's the pedestal and the door to the basement. Just to tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of what are you trying to say exactly.
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has...
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Et ben on va s'accrocher, voilà. Il va encore
Step
disparaître.
forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it! Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
J'ai quand même envie de voir. Voilà, il disparaît. Voilà.
Command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges. Why am I not surprised?
C'est toujours la même chose.
Into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough
Putain, mais
to
c'est
rend
toujours la
my
même en
divine
plus.
heart? Come see the horrors you've wrought upon my
Oula.
flesh, and see how you've soured my once divine.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why?
Il va encore être une victime.
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an...
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is.
Ouais, allez.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are
Oula.
painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its
Elle a bien
floor.
changé.
This place ruled. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin.
C'est marrant parce que la chaîne n'a pas la même longueur à chaque fois, cette droite.
Then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It drops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for
Screw
Oui.
that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again. Only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's
Ah ouais, le
practically done
piscinier,
most
il
of
est
the work
convaincu,
for
quoi.
us.
Et en plus, tu vois bien la cible, quoi.
Mmh.
Et le cœur.
Elle est là en plein milieu, quoi.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence.
Elle a un
in
petit
one
côté
blow.
orc, Kalash de BG3, avec ses oreilles là. Enfin,
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
ouais, on va la faire dans la gloire et stop.
Proche.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her
Oh, putain.
defilement, she...
We're not out for the count just yet.
Eh, on est ouvert en deux là. Qu'est-ce que tu... Alors, soit espèce de sale voleuse, rendez-moi mes entrailles. Je vous ai tué la dernière fois et je jure sur tout ce qui m'est cher que je trouverai un moyen de vous tuer à nouveau. J'aime bien celle-là. Vous comptiez mettre le monde à feu et à sang. Voilà pourquoi j'ai dû vous exécuter la dernière fois. Nous pouvons encore éviter de commettre les mêmes erreurs. Je regrette ce que je vous ai fait, mais vous non plus, vous n'avez pas été de main morte. Je confirme. L'heure n'est plus à la discussion et à engager le combat contre Nemesis.
But the words don't leave your
Ah, putain.
metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as our metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Yeah, that's right. Tell her how dead we're going to make her.
J'aime bien lui.
I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
Before you can act,
Oh,
what's
putain.
left of you explodes. So that's it. It's over, just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over
Oh,
since
putain,
the
alors lui.
very...
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference?
Hmm.
From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is
Avec le
massive.
bruit de mouche, putain, c'est
You
horrible.
are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception.
Ok.
In fact, we're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
Non, ça, c'est un spectacle pour un autre.
I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it happen. Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task Your Honor, where the
Ah.
hell are you? Are you already at the princess?
Qu'est-ce que vous faites déjà devant la princesse?
This place is different. Rock.
Traqué.
They'll
Ah.
fall around us. I want to go back.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is
The princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture,
Encore?
you are again already.
clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you.
You know what to do. Again.
Your Honor, she's gorgeous.
Oh putain, les prix maintenant.
Absolutely
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
Again.
You're on a
Connais le
path.
principe du
We're
déjà vu.
not on a fucking
Hmm.
path. I have no idea where we
Ah, le
are.
revanchard, putain.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels
putain.
with winding peg.
No.
On peut dire que j'ai complètement foiré la mission pour l'instant, quoi.
Ah, tu l'as pas beaucoup, Oxy.
Hmm.
Your Honor,
No time. You narrate now.
yes, of course. Pristine blade grasp firmly. You might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and oh boo-hoo. It's just a body.
Oh putain.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything
Again.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You!
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything?
Oh là là, ça y est, il se pose des questions, ça y est.
Always have. Being nothing has never stopped us.
You cannot win if you cannot be! How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there is nothing there to find. You can't exist!
Ok.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
She's gone. Where did she go? There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Le narrateur a disparu.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I'm begging you, don't. It's different now. It feels... I don't know.
Screw the mirror. We just need...
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Ok. Ok.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh putain, toutes les questions qu'il y a. Qu'êtes-vous, un réceptacle fragile? Est-ce que c'est la fin du monde? Laissez-la partir. Connaissez-vous le narrateur? Est-ce que tu m'as demandé d'aussi la princesse? Avez-vous connaissance des mondes qui existent en dehors de cet endroit? Êtes-vous la princesse? Est-ce qu'on... Oh putain.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections. A dim and I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Ok.
You speak in circles.
Allez.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
D'accord. Ok, bon bah du coup...
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us.
Des
There
mondes qui
is no
existent.
exit. But this vessel as a creature bring me more perspectives so that I may be... You ask of things that cannot be done. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling.
Ouais. Bon, de toute façon, on n'a pas le choix,
She
vas-y.
asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Putain, ça se brise comme un miroir, c'est bien. Et on revient au chapitre 1. Ok.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Passez déjà rentré sur la touche Tab de votre clavier ou la touche R1 de votre manette. On va avancer vers le chalet. C'est exactement les mêmes dialogues.
Oui, c'est le chapitre 1.
You take the blade.
Est-ce que ça va mieux se passer? Je ne sais pas.
The door.
Don't be
Bonjour.
a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Qu'est-ce que j'avais répondu la première fois? Je crois que j'ai mis, je n'ai pas encore pris ma décision, je crois.
Ouais, un truc comme ça.
Hop.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you
You lunge forward without a
Oula.
moment's hesitation. You feel
Ah,
flesh
j'étais
easily
plus
give
rapide.
way and look down to see your blade already sinking.
Plus efficace.
This
Ouais.
is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Comment elle te regarde alors qu'elle est en train de
Do you
mourir?
actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but we should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead.
J'y crois pas.
Your blade pierced her heart. There's no...
Allez,
Yes, exactly. It's
on va sortir
over. With
d'ici.
your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing... Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from... Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago... What?
Et voilà, on a fait une connerie.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or... Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Ouais, c'est un peu chiant.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you.
C'est à
It
chier
wants
comme
that
endroit,
you
y a
know.
rien.
There's more for us to do, and the only way for... Don't you dare. Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternal... Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything,
De
the
quoi?
princess's body is dust and
Happy
bones.
Little Place.
though the
Je suis
blade
pas sûr
you
pour le
used to
Happy, mais
slay
le
her
Little,
is
oui.
still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you...
Et vous mourrez,
the
voilà,
end.
c'est... Voilà.
Nice knowing you.
Ah, on change de chapitre 2, c'est plus la tour, c'est le spectre.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. If my tricks. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's better. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before... Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that... Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least... If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably... Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you... Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, and I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got... Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to every... It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. Just stay focused, will you?
Allez.
A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat, and she won't be a problem.
Il est tellement désabusé, lui.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt. The
La
blade
lame.
is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, like I've been saying. You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Comme à chaque fois, il disparaît.
But there was a and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
On la lame.
It's not even you take the blade from the table. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that. So focus up.
Est-ce que ça va être la même princesse ou est-ce que ça va être une autre?
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Elle est dans l'autre sens, c'est
skeletal
marrant.
body. Like, okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head, two
Hola.
deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on
Mime,
here?
ça, je trouve.
Mhm.
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely...
Putain, l'insensible, il le fait vraiment bien, quoi.
What's a ghost
Waouh,
supposed to do to
super.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Lâche mon cou.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we
Alors,
could
elle a un
kill
corps,
her.
elle a un corps.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Nobody tricked you. And the fact that the
On m'a
princess's spirit has
roulé.
risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly sweet and innocent. I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent. She does have a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her. We didn't kill her after all. I wouldn't be nice to my
C'est
mother
clair.
if I was killed.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your...
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home. Is that really so much to ask?
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel wherever I'm supposed to be. It's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her
Ouais,
out,
enfin, en même temps, c'est un fantôme.
which,
Si
in
elle
case
voulait
you
sortir, elle
haven't
pourrait
been
sortir
listening,
déjà.
will
And what? You just believed that? You killed me with...
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done.
Il est complètement con.
Mais oui, c'est ça. J'ai un petit poids à la place du cerveau.
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not
C'est
so
trop
sure
psychologique pour moi.
endings are real. I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally, it would. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her.
The princess leans in close and pauses.
Especially when that someone is dead.
Ah,
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want? No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me, but you can help me. This place, I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of the.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her faith. You won't like how things play out.
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it. That is a very dangerous.
ah c'est pas faux ce qu'il dit. Allez.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you?
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Allez, on est plus après.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
J'aime pas le bruit que ça
It's
fait.
too late to stop now. The
J'ai froid,
numbness
quoi.
gives way to a stabbing pain, your
J'ai froid,
muscles
quoi.
twitching and convulsing violently. You collapse to the floor.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they all?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other... I'm clearly the same thing you are.
C'est
They're
intéressant
not
ce qu'elle dit.
listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic...
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix... Your legs, weary with the weight of the prince...
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's...
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to
Allez,
be.
j'ai envie de voir la fin du
You don't
monde.
know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving... It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is... Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's... I suppose it's all a matter of perspective.
Oh putain, lui, il m'a fait la philosophie aussi.
Does the destruction of one against the backdrop of the inane conjecture for how much you hate her, you aren't doing a...
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe...
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do and whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically...
Non.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the...
We're so close. Thank you,
Ah, vous le
thank you,
suicidez.
thank you.
Mhm.
If we get out of...
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough. Collapsed to the ground. You and the princess. Yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists
ça
after
devient
the world
métaphysique,
ends,
là.
or on top of the other?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out. Anna, you actually freed me, didn't you?
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Ok.
She's gone. Where? And there's that mirror.
On recommence avec le miroir.
This doesn't feel right. Ignore him.
Vous avez enflé. Ok. Et on revient à elle.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of light. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your... With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration, I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to... Gifts aren't what someone tells you to, but my joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Ok.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. You will have your rest in due time. long for your return, but it will give me time to... We will meet again.
Allez, on est reparti, encore une fois.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
J'ai pas pris la lame cette fois, on va tester sans la lame.
Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you.
Wait, really? You're here to come downstairs. I want to see the face of
La
my
subtilité
rescuer.
entre les deux réponses.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I hope you brought something to deal with these...
Don't do it. If she... You're only making this more
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a... No. You're doing the right thing. Walk up to the chains. They're large and heavy. Far too solid.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our
C'est
way
clair.
out if it meant we could... You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but is someone else here? You try the door. Your shouts and plead. You're here to slay the princess. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising in the prince.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates
putain.
before raising her arm to her mouth as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from... It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure... Or we could use... You won't like what happened. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade and you cut into her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze... How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are... As the princess approaches the bottom... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Oh, le narrateur qui prend le... Putain.
Stop that.
Something's come over you.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, red, but the princess dodges, stumbling back. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in...
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade.
I'm sorry.
Putain, c'est ta
I'll
main.
try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through...
Oh no!
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death... Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it?
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer, everything goes dark. And you die. You're on a path in the woods. And you're here to slay her. Oh, she will lie. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last
Ah,
time.
c'est un épris cette fois.
Last
Ok.
time? What are you I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also speak from the heart. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to pay their bickering any mind. Focus. interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. It's the blade is your implement.
Bon, du coup, je vais prendre la lame et je vais
You take
descendre
the
au
blade
sous-sol
from
au
the
cas
table.
où.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now.
Allez,
The
on s'en
door
fout
to
du
the
miroir, on
basement
sait qu'il y
creaks
aura rien.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Ah putain, c'est pas le...
Gold-trimmed carpet. But it's still a stone basement. If the print... A soft voice.
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can. We don't even know the princess. We can still do... Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charm... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
My love, we're here to rescue.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was.
did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be... We damned a whole world. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds. Rescue her? What are you...
Don't you see how dainty her hands are?
No, she's a prisoner here. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why?
Because we've yet to present her with her free.
I'm not sure I follow.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you...
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we curate...
No, I can't let you do that. If you... You're what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try...
Ah super.
Wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. I can't believe it, but I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a...
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful
Yuck.
embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried. Is that a threat?
You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in her...
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happiness.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me. You and the princess walk up the stairs,
Ugh.
hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's... And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here?
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Le coup de foot, tu connais pas.
Our passions run deeper than anything you
Foudroyer
ever
porte.
known.
Listening to this, you don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
C'est clair.
Okay, yeah, you've got.
You place your hand on... And... The lock clicks,
And the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as you and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away.
Je préfère ne pas être
You
sobre.
know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we? That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave. Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? And then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was...
I'm cold.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a...
Ok.
2, 3.
She's gone. And is that a...
Et on retourne à ça.
But it feels so bad. Like looking at... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
Alors qu'est-ce qui se passe cette fois? Est-ce que j'ai enflé encore? Non, j'ai fondu cette fois. Ok.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing. All of me is changing. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. It will, in time, but you still have a... My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Ok.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Putain, ce bruit. Ah putain.
You're on a path.
Allez, rebelote.
And at the end
Encore.
of that path, seriously? You're just going...
Bon, on peut partir du chalet.
Fine. I suppose you just good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also... That's great to hear. A warning. She, fortunately,
Ça, il l'a
she's
déjà
only a
dit.
prince. We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade.
Cette fois, on prend la lame.
Voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had
C'est
a
marrant parce
visitor.
que là,
God,
le...
she's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That giant knife you're holding.
Don't you dare.
Merde, j'ai-
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after. The blade tumbles out.
Thank you.
Maybe now we...
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reason.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty.
Note the lack of detail.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put...
Her sharp eyes set. She isn't suggesting what she is.
I know. I just said...
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear?
Ah,
Oh? Have you decided...
You know why. Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chair. They're large and heavy.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should...
Doubtful.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be...
on en revient à la même
Someone else.
chose.
You try the door. You're here.
C'est exactement la même chose.
You make your way back. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't like. Against your... You cut the blade.
Je fais la même chose, hein, je...
How is she...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, as the princess...
Voilà, on en revient exactement au truc d'avant, sauf que là...
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Hop. Voilà.
Your body lunges forward to sink the... Stop it. The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I'll make this quick.
She steps forward,
Maybe I'll see.
and then she slits her face from... This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
C'était plus efficace.
Ouais. Mais en fait, c'est le fait qu'elle ait pas réagi de la même façon parce que j'ai pris la lame ou pas prendre la lame.
Cabin.
Mhm.
And in the basement of that, you're here. Oh, she... No, I didn't.
Du coup, je vois pas trop.
The interior of the cabin is the only the blade. He definitely did not. Does the mirror not count? There isn't a mirror. There's death. There isn't. I think you... Let's not get caught up in that. Is this some sort of...
La voix de l'incrédule cette fois.
You walk up to the wall next... This really isn't funny. You
Voilà.
reach for
En fait, il n'y a jamais de miroir, quoi.
If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. You take a good idea. Much better. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice, harsh.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down
Oula,
the stairs and lock
il y a
eyes
beaucoup
with
plus
the
de chaînes, là.
princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as... Should we be worried about the one around her? Why would you be worried about her restraints? Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat?
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before...
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until...
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. You do as she asks and sit on the floor.
Thank you. Now...
Hmm.
I don't know, but you could... Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself.
J'ai envie de
I will
savoir.
do that. And why? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's... And what? Is it going to lock? I don't know. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. I don't want to...
What is that supposed to mean?
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, and, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same... Yes?
Ok,
Are we
c'est
stuck
magique.
here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Yep. Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. Nope.
That's
Nope.
rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for...
This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes, and
At least the world is safe.
it isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
Ouais, c'est pas
But
clair
your
de
line of
pourquoi.
questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And let me guess.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things...
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The difference...
I don't like small talk.
Still
Ouais, c'est
rude.
vrai.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed?
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through until suddenly there are no walls. And
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had
C'est
to happen.
intéressant.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Il a réussi à la sauver comme ça.
she's gone. And there's that mirror. This
Alors, j'ai
doesn't
fondu,
feel
j'ai
right. It
enflé.
feels-
You're right. Part of me wants to...
J'ai dépéri. Ok. Intéressant.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the... Do you know what we'll find out there? Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. If I did, I would already... No, their thoughts are quiet. Do not look to one who fears me for your truth.
Ok, allez, je suis prêt à y retourner.
The next time I see, I will be here.
Eh ben,
You're on a path.
ah,
in the
encore.
woods. You're here.
Eh ben, je vais faire un stream court ce soir. Je crois que je vais arrêter là. Et on continuera, donc on est mercredi, on continuera vendredi. Est-ce que ça te va, Sefa?
Très bien.
Et bah voilà. Du coup, je vous dis bonne nuit sur le stream et à vendredi. Des bisous.